Greetings, gamers! It is I, Gamer Monster, and today we're going to be looking at the newest unit to hit War of the Visions, the Red Mage Miranda, who is, of course, right here on my home screen. But before we do that, you might have noticed that something's a bit off. My name is truncated, and my rank is much lower than it used to be. What is going on? Well, I've decided to do a little bit of an experiment. I got to thinking, my main account is mainly going to be focusing on getting limited units. Yes, I know, it's insane, but I want my Final Fantasy guys. And all the collaborations, I have to have the guys. And so, I was thinking that it might be a good idea to have a secondary account, which would be free to play, since my first account is not. And that would free me up to be able to pull and grab some of these other cool units. Not only for my own fun, but so that I can show you guys. And I call it an experiment because I don't really know how much I'm going to be able to keep up with 2 accounts at once. My time being as limited as it is, it can be difficult making sure that even one account is going. So I may not be able to play the second one every day or something like that, but we'll just kind of have to see how it goes. But without further ado, let's actually get to the topic at hand and check out Miranda. Now, obviously, since this is a new account, I'm still catching up and working on things, so I don't have all her stuff unlocked, but we can still take a look and see what she's got here. Now, obviously, her main job is Red Mage, which is the coolest job, obviously. But she also does have Time Mage, which is cool, and Paladin as well, which I haven't unlocked yet. Her Trust Master reward is the Red Jacket, which gives a good chunk of HP, some 10 defense, and 8 critical evade, and the ability Elegant Encouragement, which raises magic attack and slash attack of all allies within range for 3 turns. That's pretty cool. Especially if you use both, like Red Mages. But speaking of those abilities, let's see what she's got here. She starts off with Cura and Watera, a heal and an attack spell. And she gets access to a couple of other straight up spells as well, like you can see Esuna here, and Sleep, which is only okay, and some time magic. She has Quicken, which is always a good one, as well as Slow here, and I know she gets, there it is, Haste. She gets the really cool ability Transposition, which allows her to switch her location with someone else. I'm looking forward to playing around with that, see if there's any cool stuff to be able to do. But she also gets some cool paladin abilities like Sentinel here, which is, that great defensive spell or ability. Immortal Spirit, as well as, let's see here, Saintly Healing, which, considering the fact that she also already has Cura, Saintly Healing is probably not going to be used all that much. However, her main ability is this right here, Jamming Thrust. And she gets this as part of her main class, so you'll always have access to this once you've gotten her fully awakened. And as you can see, it does a large amount of damage to the target and cancels ability activation. This is the first time we've seen that kind of an ability in War of the Visions, which makes her extremely useful against other mages or anybody else who has any kind of a cast time, as she can just poke them and make them forget what it is they were doing, as they get so irritated at her for poking them. So let's look at several of her abilities there. True to her red maginess, she has all sorts of different things that she can do. Now, for the most part, most people are talking that Time Mage is going to be the best bet for her. Allows you to basically focus on her magic stat and not have to worry about her attack stat. And subbing red mage only gives her access to, I believe it's sleep. And I forget what the other one is. I can't look at it right now, unfortunately, since I don't have her leveled up enough. But it only gives you 2 abilities, which are not all that great to begin with. However, I think I'm going to try out Paladin. Most people seem to think that this is a bad idea, but I like the idea of trying to make her into a tank, or at least a magic bruiser. Make her nice and tanky and survivable. This is a good thing. I like this. Because she does have, she does have the basic red mage support abilities, initial AP up and mage's protection. She does have time mage null CT changes, but that's no good because it means you can't be hasted or anything. But she also does have Holy Knight's protection here, which raises her HP and defense, and she can get Paladin's Guard as well if you're worried about physical attacks, or magic reflex, which allows her to evade magic attacks if you're going to up against mages. So with all those defensive abilities, I'm thinking that she might actually be able to pull off the whole tank thing. I'm at least going to try and see if I can't make it work. And if not, well, I'll just switch her over and make her bash people with jamming thrust all the time. So, now the question remains. And I can hear all of you now. Oh, great and wise gamer monster. Should we pull for Miranda? Gamer monster cannot tell you this. This is a decision that you must make on your own. However, if you are looking for advice, Gamer Monster recommends Miranda. Mainly because she's cool. But that can be a little bit subjective. But I'm right. However, she is an extremely versatile unit. She's got some healing. She's got the damage. She's got some status effects. She can cast haste and quicken. She can even be a little tanky if you want. She can basically fit any situation you want. Which means that she's very efficient for your resources. Not to mention that she is also the first water UR character we have gotten in Global, which means that most of us have piles and piles of water materials just sitting there going, oh, please use us. We are waiting to be used. Well, now's your chance. So yeah, I do recommend pulling for Miranda if you have the Vizior and if you don't have other plans for it like I do with my main account. But really, obviously, that decision is up to you on what you want to do with your account. But either which way, if you do pull her, congrats and enjoy. If you like this video, be sure and give me a nice good thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.